the story of creation in the beginning. Long ago, before days could be counted, before nights had names, before light ever shone, before science, before ideas, before atoms, there was God. Nothing else existed yet. No sky above, no ground below, no sound, no movement, only God. This is where the story begins. Not with matter, not with energy, but with the Creator Himself, existing before anything was ever made. The scriptures begin with simple words. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And with those words, the story of everything begins. Before everything. At first, the world did not look like the one we know today. There were no mountains, no oceans, no trees. The earth had no shape. It was empty. Darkness covered everything. Water was everywhere. Deep, silent, still, and over the waters, the Spirit of God moved. Then, God spoke. Day 1. God said, "Let there be light." And light appeared. Not from the sun, not from the moon, not from the stars. Light itself filled the darkness. The darkness pulled back. The light moved forward. For the first time, there was a difference. God separated the light from the darkness. The light He called day. The darkness He called night. Evening came. Morning followed. That was the first day. Day 2. God spoke again. He made space. Water moved upward. Water stayed below. Between them, the sky appeared. Air filled the space. This sky would one day hold clouds. Birds would fly there. Wind would move there. Evening came. Morning followed. That was the second day. Day 3. God spoke once more. The waters below the sky gathered together. As they moved, dry land appeared. Land rose up. Seas settled into place. God gave them names. Then God spoke again. The land responded. Grass grew. Plants spread. Trees rose from the ground. Each plant carried seed. Each tree could grow again. The earth was no longer empty. Evening came. Morning followed. That was the third day. Day 4. God looked to the sky. He placed lights there. One bright light for the day. One gentle light for the night. And stars, many stars, filled the sky. They would help mark time. Days. Seasons. Years. They were not gods. They were created. Evening came. Morning followed. That was the fourth day. Day 5. God filled the sea. Fish moved through the waters. Great creatures swam in the deep. Life filled the ocean. Then God filled the sky. Birds flew above the earth. Wings spread where silence once lived. God blessed them. Fill the waters. Fill the sky. Evening came. Morning followed. That was the fifth day. Day 6. God spoke to the land. Animals appeared. Big ones. Small ones. Fast ones. Slow ones. The earth was full of life. Then God did something special. He said, "Let us make humans in our image." From the dust of the ground, God formed humanity. God breathed life into them. They opened their eyes. They were alive. Male and female. Created together. They were given care over the earth. To look after it. To protect it. God looked at everything He had made. And He said, "It is very good." Evening came. Morning followed. That was the sixth day. Day 7. The work was finished. Nothing was missing. God rested, not because he was tired, but because everything was complete. The seventh day became a day of rest. Eden. God planted a garden called Eden. It was beautiful. Trees filled the land. Rivers flowed through it. In the middle stood 2 trees. The tree of life, the tree of knowing good and evil. God placed the man in the garden. But the man was alone. So God formed a woman and brought her to him. When the man saw her, he knew. They belonged together. They were one. They were naked. And they felt no shame, no fear, no hiding. This was the world before sin. The world did not begin by accident. It began with God. Before science, before atoms, before explanations, there was God. And this is only the beginning of the story of the Garden of Eden. The story does not end here. If you enjoyed this story, take a moment to like the video and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop the next part. You can also share your thoughts in the comments. What part of this story stood out to you the most?